Hello friends, AmyR here with Prairie Paper and Ink with the most Valentine-y card of my Valentine's Day series, in a sense. Yeah. So I had this just random ideas in my head. So what I started off with was my card base, and I am masking off all around the perimeter of the front of my card. And I have some of this purple tape. I'll link to a similar one. You could use a rectangle like stencil, mask, anything like that. I just wanted the front of the card to be masked because I had it in my head. I wanted to do a 1-layer card, which I don't do very often because I make a mess. Literally, I smear ink on the inside of the card base at this point, which, whatever. So this would be really easy to just do on a separate piece of cardstock and then adhere to your card base in the end. But I was just being stubborn and determined. So anywho, I masked off that area and then I inked up the thank you text background, which I used in the last 1 or 2 videos. I don't even know. And I stamped it with the darkest of the 3 Simon inks. This one I think is Ocean. And then while my mask and everything is still sitting there, I did some ink blending on top of it with the lighter 2 shades of this trio. And I actually even went back in with the darkest. Just kind of, it's a fun way to give the look of layers without actually doing the layers. So again, this is also why I was just determined to do all this 1-layer card, but make it look like it was more. Yeah. So after I was done my ink blending, I removed the tape and then I wanted to add splatter, as is tradition, of course. So I covered up what will be the back of the card. And I just have scrap paper because it was easier to do this than trying to put it in my little splat box and everything. And then, of course, I'm using my Zig Gold Mica liquid. Any gold, watercolor, etc. will work. So anywho, splattered that on the background. Kind of let it dry. I should have let it dry for longer, but it was one of those things where it's like the ideas are rolling and I'm doing my thing. The splatter was not fully dry. Not the end of the world, but let things dry. It helps. So I've got the splatter mostly dry. Then I'm using this Hot Lips stencil. I bought this. I think it came out last year. It was part of I think it was a limited edition kit or something, but I bought the stencil last year and I didn't get a chance to use it, and I've had it sitting here for forever. I love these great big lips. There's something about them. So I've taped the stencil into place. And again, I'm just working on my scrap paper for this, especially because since I'm doing a 1-layer card, any of the excess paste is just going to stick to scrap paper and not, get anywhere else. And then I'm using Deco Foil's Transfer Gel Duo. This came out 2.5 years ago. I don't even know. I bought it when it first came out. I actually have video footage, I think, that I filmed using it. And then I had corrupted. Everything went wrong for me, tech-wise. And I never ended up doing videos on it. And then it's been sitting here. And I have a literal basket, which, I have, almost every color of Deco Foil. It's ridiculous. It's time for me to start using this stuff. So, I applied this gel. It's a very thin, I guess, thin-ish consistency. So I applied it with my palette knife, and then I used my little stencil palette to get a smooth consistency, and then I carefully removed the stencil and the masking paper and all the things. And then I set this aside to dry. This gel needs about an hour or so to dry. Again, I don't think I let it dry fully. I had to go run a couple errands and stuff as this was drying, but I don't think it was fully dry. It didn't wreck anything, but I'm just saying. You want to let this completely dry. The magic of this Deco Foil Transfer Gel Duo is you do not need a laminator to use it. You can use pressure. So if you don't have a laminator, the heat machines, all the fancy extras, but you got a die cut machine, you can use this gel with foil and your die cut machine. And you might even be able to get away with not using a die cut machine if you press really hard. I don't know. Anyway, I don't have red foil. I have almost every other color but red. Go figure. This is pink melon. So I trimmed a piece. And then to run it, you basically run it through your die cut machine like you would anything with a wafer die. I used cardstock on the top and bottom of this because I was doing 1 layer again, and I was trying to protect the card. In the end, I would say 1 piece of cardstock is enough. You will have to fiddle with your own machine. I just had a little bit too much pressure because I had the 2 pieces of cardstock protecting it. I could have just had one underneath. And then I have some, whatchamacallit? My brain stopped again. Parchment paper. There we go. Parchment paper folded over. You just create a little sandwich with that. And then you run it through with your plates like you would if you were die cutting. Again, you can see I'm kind of having a little bit of trouble running it through. It wasn't too heavy like to go through my machine. If your machine's resisting you running your sandwich through it, do not force it. You don't want to break your die cut machine. But this was just a lot of pressure. It was fine. Again, though, I would use just one cardstock shim to protect the back of my piece that I'm foiling on. It's good to go. But anyway, ran it through my die cut machine. So all that pressure presses that foil into that dried gel. And then I'm going to remove my little sandwich. I'm going to save that parchment paper and those cardstock to use again. And now I'm gently removing this foil. Again, because I didn't fully let it dry, I don't think. I just took my time removing this. It was very, the foil was very stuck, but I also got, pretty much perfect results. But this is also where I was discovering that it was oh, that splatter wasn't completely dry, so... Anyway, not bad though for technically my first attempt with this stuff. This was fun. So just remove the foil, and now I have these great big lips all over my card, and they're shiny and look at it. It's fun. So like I said, this stuff can't I'm 2 years behind on the trend, but whatever. I got plenty of this stuff. I think I have 2 containers of this duo gel because me always ordering extras in case, I run out even though I don't use it. But yeah, anywho, set that aside. For my main sentiment, I have the CZ Design Hugs wafer die. I had die cut it multiple times from white cardstock, and then the top layer I die cut from Simon's matte gold cardstock, and the outline I die cut from vellum. So I'm going to adhere all these layers together to give it that stacked dimension. And for the life of me, I couldn't find, a sentiment. And of course I have it. I have 5 million stamp sets. A sentiment that says, hugs and kisses. Because I wanted to add just and kisses to this. But I couldn't find it. Again, it was just one of those days when I was making this. So instead of that, I pulled out the CZ Design Simple Sentiments 02 set. And there's a XOXOXOXO sentiment there. So I had gold heat embossed that onto some white cardstock. And then I ink blended just some of Simon's Sweets ink on top of it because I found the white just kind of made it harder to see the sentiment. So I ink blended that onto there and then wiped any ink that might be sitting on top of that gold heat embossing so I can add that. So it still kind of hugs and kisses. Like I said, this card is very close to specific Valentines, and yet this is a card I would just send to a friend, sending you hugs and kisses. And I've got the thank you text in the background. Like I've said a million times, I'm not even that big on Valentines or being very specific with Valentines. I like more open-ended stuff that I can send to friends and my patrons, Patreon supporters, and that sort of a thing. So that's usually what I'm going for. So I adhered the die cut sentiment by applying my craft tacky glue just behind the actual letters because you don't want the glue to show through the vellum. And then to adhere that little companion sentiment, I just adhered strips of scraps of cardstock and to the same thickness of that die cut word so that the little sentiment is popped up with that little bit of dimension as well right over the bottom. So, basically says hugs and kisses, XOXOXO, So adhered that into place. And then on the inside of my card, as is tradition, especially lately, I masked off where the score line is. And then I inked up that thank you text background stamp, but this time with the lightest of that ink trio. So this is the sea foam color. It's just a very nice pale aqua color. And then stamped that onto the inside of my card base. Removed the Post-it tape. And then I pulled out a sentiment from the XL Love Greeting set, centered that on the inside of my card. And that I'm going to stamp with that Sweets ink. So it's going to stand out really nicely. So that finished off the inside of the card. And then again, as is tradition. I've got some Studio Caudia gold foil pearls. Just to tie in, I got the gold splatter, the gold sentiment, add a few gold foil pearls. Also because I kind of messed up one little spot, you know, like I've always said, cover it up with a die cut, cover it up with some bling, you're good to go. So yeah, there's usually a method to my madness. So I'm going to adhere those into place with Craft Tacky Glue and then pair this with a coordinating aqua colored envelope, and this card is complete. Have you guys played with the Deco foil like transfer gel? It's fun. I need to do more videos using it. It's fun, and the fact that you don't need to like fiddle with heat and settings and, you know, all the things. Yeah. I've been going through my stencils and just looking at things. So anywho, as always, I will have a link below the video to my blog post. I'll have a supply list linked to all the supplies I used. You guys can check that out below if you're interested. Thank you all so much for watching and subscribing, thumbs upping, all the sweet comments. I very much appreciate it. And I'll see you all very soon in the next video. Bye.